Okay, I'm doing a video here on how to edit a style sheet in Dreamweaver. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is make sure that you've created your site folder with your source files in it. So these would be the source files that you would need, and that should be the name of your site folder. I've already done this on my desktop. So what I'm going to now do is just go into Dreamweaver and attach my site folder, my source folder, to my site. So I know you know how to do this, but I'll just go over it again. You go to Site, New Site. Give your site the same name as your site folder, unless you're told to call it something else. And then find your site folder. Mine's on my desktop. And press Save. Okay, then you should see all your source files in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, ready for you to edit. Okay, now the question says that a student has tried to create a style sheet, and it also says that the style sheet was not finished and contains a number of errors. When you see that wording, it means that you need to check the style sheet for spelling errors and syntax errors as well. So for example, there might be underscores where there should have been dashes. They may have missed off semicolons. So all of those kinds of things you need to pay attention to carefully and make sure you're correcting. It says the color code should be in hexadecimal as well. So you need to make sure that you're obviously using these codes that you've been given here with the hashes at the beginning. So if we open the style sheet, and this is the name of your style sheet, you should find it in the bottom right hand corner because it was in your source files folder. So just double click and it will open. And then you'll see that obviously these color names are not valid color names, and nor are the sizes. So we need to go ahead and change these according to the question paper. So I'll just go ahead and add in the color code for H1, which is FF00. Okay. It also says for the font family that you should be using Trebuchet as your first choice. If that's not available, then use Arial or any sans serif font. You must remember to write these in the order that they appear. A shortcut or quick way of doing this is just delete the font and then go to the beginning of the colon like this, and then press space, and it will bring up the list of the fonts. So Trebuchet is here. I'll just double click. I will add that. I need to remove, so it said Trebuchet should be first. If not Trebuchet is available, then Arial. If not, then sans serif. So I'll just remove Helvetica from my list because I don't need Helvetica. So that is how that will look, okay? Just to be on the safe side, remove the MS from Trebuchet as well. And so it should look like that. So if you're asked to write it like that, that's how you would. If you're asked to do it, if you've got a question like this, that's how you write it. Then it said it should be 24 points high. So you need to change the size here from mega big to 24. PT for points. If it said pixels, you would use PX. You need to check the spelling of everything, like I said. So if you notice here, the spelling of center uses the English spelling. The question paper also uses the English spelling. But you need to remember that CSS and HTML both use American spelling. So you need to change the center to the American spelling, which has a TER in the end, not TRE. You'll need to make those edits to all of the style sheet, otherwise you will lose marks. So that's basically how to do that. I'm not going to do the other heading styles because it's very similar to the one I've just done. I will just make sure that you can check for errors on things like background color here. If you notice, they've put an underscore when it should be a dash like that. And the spelling of color is the British spelling, should be the American spelling. Obviously, that color also needs to be changed to the hexadecimal color code. And you'll see the hexadecimal color code is here. Okay.